We all love the sound of money, and a $1,500 sign-on bonus sounds even better. That's right, Belicio Foods of Jackson is offering a $1,500 sign-on bonus to new employees. Receive an extra $100 your first 6 weeks, then $400 after day 90, and $500 after day 180. Don't wait. Apply online at beliciofoods.com/careers today. That's beliciofoods.com/careers. Come work for a company who truly values their employees. Come work for Belicio Foods.
Well, hi. How am I not here? That's weird, isn't it?
That's really strange. Are you actually like a vampire?
There we are.
There you go, yeah.
Okay, that's weird. We were just talking about that. Did you guys murder me?
No.
Well,
I thought I
Maybe
was
in
here, but I'm
October.
not. All right. Yeah, right. Welcome everyone to the morning show right here on Main Street TV. And of course, Jennifer here to start off your morning with our good friends from the Jackson City Library. And we were off the air talking about something fun you guys just did. So we'll talk about that here in just a minute. But before we get to that, welcome and tell everybody who you are.
Yep. Thanks for having us. I'm Roger Donaldson. I'm the director of the Jackson City Library.
and I'm Ian Thorne. I am the Youth Services Librarian.
Okay, so welcome back, guys. You guys have been here before. Roger, if you'll pull your mic up a little bit there. So that way everyone can hear your beautiful voice.
Yeah. I'll sing here in a little bit.
I can't wait. That's so awesome. So, no, you guys are here to talk about a lot of fun things that are going on at the library coming up this summer. So we'll get to that. But first off, I want to talk about something neat that you guys did for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, probably a couple weeks ago now. And that was you all did a murder mystery thing.
Yeah, we did. It was a murder mystery dinner. We did it at 6 Cents Brewery. We didn't really advertise it a whole lot because the minute that we opened up sign-ups, it filled up.
Yeah.
It was very popular.
Yes.
So, yeah, next time we'll have to try to figure out some lottery system or some better way. Some better way other than just doing about 30 of these back to back, because we probably had
It was a lot.
at least probably about 100 people were more interested.
I know.
Without even advertising.
I literally had people like sending me messages like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, check with the library because I think it's already full, but I don't want to tell you that." So, but no, that's really, really fun. So everyone loves a good murder mystery, evidently, here in town.
Yep.
We're all sick and twisted. So how does that whole thing work? And who gave you the idea to do it? And we will be doing it again, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So the way it works is that I was the host, and the detective was a series of videos that luckily I did not have to speak myself, but everyone gets a script when you sign up for this, and the script has a character, and it has a suggestion of how you should dress and behave and so on. And each little packet has a script in it, and so each round that we go through, I'll give you a little bit of evidence, and I'll also announce a letter because everyone gets a little letter at the beginning, and you're supposed to keep that a secret. And I'll announce that the murderer is Z or something like that. And if you've got the letter Z, you know I'm now the murderer. And at that point in your script, half of it says if someone asks you a question about the evidence, if you're innocent, you need to say this. And if you're guilty, you need to say this. And it's all about listening to what other people are saying and putting two and two together. And I will say that I have not once seen someone actually correctly guess the murderer. It usually ends up in like paranoid finger pointing that's like totally irrelevant to anything that's actually going on.
Wait, that's just like society in general today, right?
I was going to say, this sounds like just a comment on society.
Right.
Yeah.
This
And then
is just America.
Follow the loudest talker, because once somebody starts saying it was him, then everybody's like, yeah, it probably
Yeah, it
was.
was him. Let's
was
jump on the
totally what happened.
bandwagon.
Yeah, so, yeah.
So is there one murderer for the whole like night, or does it change throughout the night?
There's one for the night, at least in the one we did.
Okay.
There are, a bunch of reskins of this. Ours was a 1920s themed called or it had like a multiple names. One of them was like A Night at Glittersby's.
Oh.
And then Jazz, Gin, Money, and Murder was the other one. Our murderer was the one and only Jay Glittersby. You know, not so subtle Great Gatsby reference, but you know, I thought that would be kind of obvious that the guy that the whole thing was named after was going to be the murderer, but
not so much, because you just had some really shall we say dense participants. No, I'm just kidding. But no, the whole point is it obviously the script throws everybody off, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has something that could be connected to it, and whether or not you want to latch onto that is kind of up to you. But I will say that at the end you have to, you know, we hand out little slips of paper and you can vote on like who you think their murderer was, who had the best costume, who was the best actor, and so on. Roger got best costume.
I did win
despite
best costume.
not being.
I was
in
a non-participant. I was just there for moral support, and wore my full 1920s gangster attire.
I love it.
Complete with shoulder holster, but I didn't bring my. I checked my weapon at the door, though. I didn't bring my weapon to the brewery, but.
I will say that not a single person did vote for the actual murderer.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah.
So he had to have been pretty good then.
He was
good. He was really good.
And our poor little sweet Katie got blamed.
Yeah, almost across the board.
Yeah.
But she's so precious. How could anyone say she's the murderer?
Well, that's exactly why she's suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Everyone jumped on the Katie bandwagon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, good. So it was, sounds like it was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
totally.
Sure was.
And you guys will be doing that again sometime.
Yeah, we're planning on probably October. Get summer out of the way with all of our summer activities. And
there's a lot
be a
of
nice
summer
fall.
stuff.
Try to do maybe some sort of like a fall themed sort of thing.
Love that. That will be really good. And yeah, so no, I thought that was a lot of fun. You know, everyone in today's world just wants to have a little fun, and I say that a lot, kind of a common theme through our show here, but I just, you know, at the end of the day, we just want to let loose a little bit.
Yeah, have some fun and enjoy other people's company. We had we actually had people come from as far as Waverly, which isn't really that far, but that's pretty good for a library program.
Yeah, it is.
From neighboring cities and things. So yes, it was good.
That's really good. Is there one where you could add some more people to it?
Yeah, we kind of
one?
scaled this one back a little bit just because it was our first, and we were kind of hesitant about having, you know, a full house and how to manage it and that sort of thing. But yeah, we should be able to have more people at our next one.
Yeah,
more participants.
That'll be fun. All right, well, cool. So what in the heck is going on at the library? Lots and lots of summer stuff, I know.
Yep, we have our summer reading lineup here. We can go over. It actually kicked off last Tuesday. We had a Bike Safety Rodeo, which was basically just a
rodeo and bike safety don't sound like
everybody everybody always kind of wonders, because you think biker rodeo, you think Chillicothe that used to be there and that sort of thing. But yeah, it was totally not that. Think that, then think the opposite.
Think the opposite. This one was PG.
Yeah,
or
totally,
G.
Yeah, G rated. We had the highway patrol actually even came and went through our obstacle course with the kids, so that was a lot of fun. They weren't really planning on it. There just happened to be some bikes there and some highway patrolmen, and so they asked if they could borrow a bike and do it. So of course, you know, we obliged. We didn't really think we had.
That's awesome.
You can't say no to 3 highway patrolmen when they show up anyway. So.
No, you do not. You definitely do not.
But it was a lot of fun. Good photo opportunities for the kids.
Yeah.
And they let several kids go look at their cars and play with the lights and all that fun stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it turned out that was really cool.
So was that just like, did they inspect the bikes to make sure that they were safe?
Just kind of like a preliminary check to make sure the seat heights are good and that sort of thing.
Well, you know,
nothing too in depth, just basic.
But that's
safety.
a good thing, because kids grow so much, and it's like, you know, or some kids might be riding Big Brother's bicycle or whatever, and that's not safe. Your feet can't touch the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, when you have to ride and leap off at the to get it
I've
to
had,
stop.
yeah, in my day, I had plenty of bikes like that. No brakes, just kind of hope for the best.
Don't we all? Like, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Look how cute that
the
is.
pictures.
Look, the big wheel or the
Yeah.
trunk.
Yeah, that kid was one
Oh.
of the coolest with his spiky helmet and his big wheel he kept going through.
I know that
And then you'll see
kid.
the very large highway patrolman there, the kid's bike path thing.
That's so cute. I love that. No, that's amazing. No, we all I believe that we all have at least my group of friends growing up, there's rocks all throughout everywhere, from racing in the alley to just wiping out on the street, all of those things. There's
Yeah.
elbows, knees, rocks, knees, head, all of that.
Yeah, and me and my family thought it was fun, and me and my cousins to take bikes apart and like make our own bikes and stuff whenever we were like young teens. So
Switch
yeah,
parts.
so I know our bikes probably wouldn't have passed the bicycle safety test, but
But
I only
cool.
had two broken arms as a child, so yeah. So it's all good.
We're both broken arms at the same time.
No, I was just constantly in a cast as a child, but and I have the arthritis to prove it.
Yeah,
right.
right.
Now as an
And
adult.
I feel that now.
Tomorrow, which June 15th is tomorrow, at 2 p.m. we're going to have the National Humane Educational Society, and we'll have like therapy dogs there and stuff. So the idea is to educate children on how to approach dogs and how to behave around them and so on. And I'm sure some other things. It's kind of mysterious, to be honest, what's going to happen at this event. But there will be dogs there.
Okay, so what we do know, there will be dogs there, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah, they're pretty good-looking dogs, too.
And they're fun, and they're sweet, and they will be therapy dogs, so therefore they will be well behaved.
Exactly.
Presumably.
Assuming,
Yeah.
yes, that they will be. No, that's cool, and that's at 2 p.m. tomorrow
Correct. Then,
at the library.
next week on the 22nd at 4 p.m. at the Lillian Jones Museum, so just right down the street, there will be the Barker Farms Petting Zoo, and there's going to be all sorts of crazy animals there.
That was so fun
I
last
believe
year.
you can feed them.
Yes.
I have not gone to this, but I hear there's a camel involved.
Daniel
Yes.
the
Jen,
camel.
I've got a question about last year when we went to this event.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember when we were talking to all the kids and
Uh-huh.
you were like asking them what their favorite animal was and everything? There's one little kid that was like, "Oh, can I say one more thing?" And you're like, "Sure." And then he just blurts out something that has nothing to do with anything.
Yes.
Do you remember what he said?
No.
I've been trying to remember all week. I need to go back and watch that because I remember it being.
Yeah, I do. I remember
it
that
being
now, too. Was it something
hilarious.
about his brother or something? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it was
maybe.
something about his.
I was thinking it was something about a video game, but maybe it was
Ah,
something
okay.
about his brother.
Yeah.
They
But
were.
yeah, that
we-
was.
Listen, there was no shortage of talkative children
Mhm.
at that petting zoo. It was like, you can either give them sugar or give them animals to get them all riled up. And
Yeah.
so it was kind of one and the same. Like, it was like they were all jacked up on Mountain
Oh, yeah.
Dew. And they lost their minds and they were so excited. And yes, there was a camel involved. I
Well,
do believe.
Mhm.
We have a selfie with the camel, don't we?
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, we did have a good selfie with the camel. I'll see if I can find that real quick.
Yeah, we gotta find that. But no, the petting zoo out on Lillian's lawn. And that will be June 22nd at 4. And the cool thing about Barker Farms too, they bring all kind of crazy animals. Like
Yeah, they have a porcupine.
Oh, man.
and they
one guy
hold
always
it.
holds the
He just
porcupine
holds
and
it
lets
and
you
you can-
touch his quills.
You
and-
can pet it.
You can touch a porcupine
Yeah,
he
'cause-
shows you how to
in,
safely.
in one direction.
Yeah.
yes, in
Yeah.
one direction. Because if they're not like,
If they're not startled.
if
it's
they're
a
not mad at
issue.
you,
like a
their
puppy
quills
fish.
are they quills?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lay down flat, but it's like a bunch of ginormous plastic pine needles. That's the only way I can describe it.
And then there were like a giant rabbit type thing.
Yeah, and I don't know
I don't remember what it really was.
what it was, but it was super cute.
Giant
and then
rabbit.
it was
Then
a
they have,
something.
like, some kind of a cow, like a South American cow or something that was really small, that had horns.
It was
They
really
have some,
cute.
yeah, they have some nice exotic animals you don't always see. So
Like cows and rabbits.
well,
And the good, yeah, but different
other
It
kinds.
was a weird
Yeah.
cow.
A big
Oh,
rabbit
there's
in a
the
yeah,
small
see,
camel.
cow.
there's Daniel the camel.
Yeah, he was super cute. And of course, a main, ginormous attraction there because, he's huge and he's a camel.
Well,
But the great thing is the kids do have the opportunity to feed all the animals,
Mhm.
and they're very like you're seeing a little tiny cow with horns and you're freaking out, but it's so like mellow. It's just like, yeah, the kids don't have to worry about.
it looks like that camel could just step out.
He probably could if he wanted to. He's really, really sweet though.
Well, I'm excited to meet Daniel.
Yes. They're all really cute.
So I put a link in the comments to our video we did last year at the farm. If anybody
Oh,
wants to check
great.
that out.
Okay. So you'll get to see that. And then I'm sure they'll have maybe some different critters
Yeah,
this
they
year
usually
too.
get new things. They do have a sloth, but they can't transport their sloth, which is kind of sad for us. But if you go to their farm, and I think it's in like Pedro, Ohio, or
Mhm.
however you say that, like south of Oak Hill, they do have a sloth experience, and you can go meet their sloth.
Have you ever been around a sloth like in real life?
There's one at some zoo type thing in Dayton, Ohio, that I met a few weeks ago, and it did absolutely nothing.
Oh, okay. So the Columbus Zoo comes, weather permitting, to the Apple Festival, and they bring animals. And one of the animals that they bring is a sloth. And it is literally the funniest thing. 'Cause it just like hangs around. Like they bring out a big, like, it's like a monkey bar, and he just like hangs from it, and they kind of climb up. Did you guys see the video not too long ago about the guy that, this has nothing to do with the library, the guy that saved a sloth from the middle of the road?
Mm-mm.
I've seen videos like that before.
So he picks it up. There's a sloth. Aren't they cute? Look at their fingers.
That is the Barker Farm sloth.
That is the Barker Farm sloth. Very good. No, this guy, like, and I don't know where it was, but there's a video of it. He picks his sloth up out of the middle of the road to save it so it doesn't get hit, and he puts it in a tree. So it holds onto the tree and climbs up a little bit, and then it reaches back with its little hand and like thank you, and like it touches his hand, like holds his hand for a minute, and then it goes on. And I was like, that is like the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. So anyway, they are funny. But it was I was talking to one of my friends in Columbus, and she was like, oh my God, I was at a brewery the other day and the Columbus Zoo was there. And I was like, let me guess, they brought a sloth. She was like, yes! Like, that was all she could talk about. So anyway, they're super cute. So if you ever get a chance to get out to Barker Farm or see the zoo sloth, they are adorable. But anyway, I digress. But we have time, so.
Where were we? The 29th? The 29th.
Yeah.
At 2 p.m. This is going to be at the library. We're going to have first responders. Paramedics, firefighters, police officers. And the idea is that the children can meet them before, they have to meet them in a sort of situation that might be a little stressful for them.
Yeah.
That way it maybe calms them down a little bit more to see a familiar face or a familiar uniform, something like that.
Sure.
And that's going to be at the library at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
I'll bet they, same as the Highway Patrol, I'll bet they let them check out their cars and
that's
trucks.
what I was going to say. That's the best part is I'm sure they'll all bring vehicles and fire trucks and that sort of thing. So
can I sound the horn?
That way the kids can kind of familiarize themselves with that as well. I'm sure if the kids are like me, they'll find that more fun than the actual people. But
I want to push that button and see what happens. Oh shoot. No, that's a very good idea for kids to understand and to meet first responders, understand that they're not like scary, or they are like your friend. They're not like bad. They're there for good. So.
And then on July 6th at 2 p.m., we're going to have 4-H with Erin Daly. And I believe that does coincide pretty closely to the
fair.
Yeah. She usually brings, which most people are familiar with, Erin Daly. She's been involved in 4-H and OSU for years.
Yep.
But she usually brings some 4-H leaders with her, 4-H kids or whatever, and they do activities with the library participants.
That's awesome.
So it's usually a lot of fun.
And I'm an advocate for, I think all kids should be in 4-H. I just really do, because there's no reason not to, because you don't have to have an animal to be in 4-H. There's so many other projects that you can do. And so I think that's good if she can meet those kids and explain to them that they can participate. And it's just a really good, well-rounded, organization.
Mm-hmm.
I was in 4-H, so. And look how I turned out.
In case you guys didn't know, Jennifer was the horse queen.
I was the horse queen.
Just, for anyone that didn't know.
In case no one has ever heard me say that before, or James.
You don't have a tiara or a sash or
This
anything
is
to wear?
okay. Listen, the tiara is a bit of a controversial topic around here because I can't find it.
Oh.
But one of these days I'm gonna. And my tiara wasn't like you stick in your hair because I was the horse queen. It goes around your hat. Like your cowboy hat. So it's like a tiara with a ring around it.
Yeah. Fancy.
Yeah.
It was very fancy. And it had a little pearl on it. I do remember that. But I have to find it. But if I do, I will bring it over and you guys can try it on if you
that
want.
Sounds great. If you can find it by July 6th.
If I can find it by July 6th,
selling point to children to join 4-H while Aaron is there.
I will be there. And, after Jen was the horse queen, I think they did away with it because they thought, oh my God, please don't make us have to do that again. No, I'm just kidding. There were some after me.
They weren't nearly as good.
Well, no. And it's so much fun to get to talk about.
That's the best part about joining things such as 4-H. As a child, it gives you a lifetime of things to talk about.
100%. Yeah, definitely. No, I
You
will
don't have to do
say
anything else.
that's
Your
it.
life is complete.
It's complete. It's over with. Yeah. Well, it's like the old football days,
Yeah, I
never get
peaked in
past
4-H,
that.
and that's the end of it.
Yes, that was the highlight. But no, I will say this about 4-H is number one, you meet a lot of people that you would never meet otherwise. So kids have the opportunity to, hang out with kids that they, might not even know from school, or they go to different schools or whatever. And it just gives you the opportunity to be around a lot of subjects, whether it be, a different animal or, sewing or something like that you probably would never know otherwise or be around. That's the great thing about 4-H. So I love that Aaron's coming in and gets those kids exposed to what 4-H can do for you, because it really is wonderful.
Yep. And then July 13th at 2, we have Mark Wood, who has catered his show to the Oceans of Possibilities theme. So I believe he's some sort of a sea captain, or I don't know, something with a white suit and a sailor hat. So we'll see. It's always fun, regardless.
Yeah, Mark is a blast, and there will be probably balloon animals involved and magic tricks. So
Yeah, definitely.
definitely that.
And then July 20th at 2 at Tri-City Theater, we'll be having a movie day. It's a superhero movie. We will have either Batman or Spider-Man, whichever we nail down. And they'll have photo opportunities, and they can meet the superhero, then go in and watch a superhero themed movie, and the library will provide popcorn and a drink and everything. So that'll be fun for the kids.
That is
I was too
really
slow,
fun.
but here's Mark's sailor outfit.
Oh, that is good. That's so Mark.
You're going to wear a hat like that too, Roger, right?
Yeah, I'll find one.
Okay, great.
What sort
Maybe.
of bird is that?
It's a card counting bird. Have you not seen this trick before?
You haven't seen the bird?
Yeah,
It's probably been
pick a card, any card, give it to the bird, and then the bird finds your card.
interesting. It's been a hot second since I've caught the fun
Well,
show.
luckily you'll be there July 13th, and you can get familiarized with the bird.
I'll make sure I sit front row. I gotta
Dude, if you don't, you're missing out.
figure out
Also,
this bird's
Megan
card.
Malone is concerned about the well-being of Spider-Man if you guys are going to nail him down to something.
Well, he's a superhero. They don't have feelings.
I mean, haven't you seen
What do you mean
Deadpool?
Superman superheroes don't. Spider-Man's like always sad. That's like his thing.
Well, I'm sure there'll be lots of kids there to give him hugs.
Yeah, that'll cheer him up. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Um,
This thing's going downhill quick.
and Megan had to join in on the
Thanks a lot, Megan.
debauchery. July 27th is a DJ dance party at 2:00 at the library. So it's just basically exactly what the title says. No structure there. Just a good way for the kids to blow off steam and have a little bit of fun.
Love that.
And I've been warning people, being that it is in the meeting room of the library that does not have the best sound absorption. If you actually have library business to do on July 27th at 2, maybe reschedule it until 4.
You know, all that quiet time goes right out the window during the DJ dance party.
Basically during any children's program, but I'm sure it'll be way worse.
No, and what are the ages of kids that can come?
Basically for our summer reading things, it's any age that the parent feels is, appropriate. The next one with the wolves, whenever they come, which is August 3rd from 3 to 5. The Ohio Canid brings real wolves into the library.
You're throwing the kids to the wolves.
Exactly.
Huh.
But my point in saying that before I answered your question is that every kid will get something out of it, because even a younger kid that might not understand like how wolves work, what they do. I mean, I don't think they have jobs work, but like the biology of wolves and that sort of things, everything that they'll teach. An older kid will learn things like that to where a younger kid gets to meet a wolf. So I mean, there's something for everybody. So basically, all ages are always welcome to the summer programs. There's really no, because like us, we enjoy Daniel the camel just as much as the kids. I mean, pretty
much. I mean, we were like fighting the kids to get the selfie.
Yeah, don't think that the library does this just for the kids. It's also for
we totally
all of us
book
big
all of
kids.
this around
Yes.
of us.
It's also
all of
for
our
the things
self.
that we like, and how can we make this? I really like this, so how can I make it appeal to a kid? But you didn't hear that here.
No, we did not say that really out loud on International HD Main Street TV. So
all ages. We kind of cater this to be a little bit older too, because see, there's somebody with a camel right there.
There.
You found the selfie.
We found it.
It's not right selfie, but
look how cute. He was so cute. I love him.
Jennifer's just having a moment, remembering.
I
how
am
much
remembering.
fun the camel was.
It's only in a week. You can come back.
I love him. And you know what I loved about that entire event? Number one, we had fun seeing the animals and whatever and talking to the kids, but their excitement is so
It's
infectious.
Great. The summer, that was what I kept telling everybody, where we weren't really able to do things during the pandemic. And last year we did a few things, that being one of them, but we kind of scaled back.
It was.
I am so glad that we can, because that's really the favorite thing about my job is being able to see the people come in, especially little kids, and their excitement and how happy they are, and just how much everybody enjoys the things that we can provide for them.
I had to laugh because I think the YMCA had brought like some of their
they brought a Camp Awesome group, I think.
Yeah, and I guess the counselors were just like. Because the kids were just like ping pong balls, man. They were just pinballs. They were like everywhere. They were so excited. And I was like, oh God, they're going to have to getting them brought back down was like a whole other adventure.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure when their parents picked them up that day, they were like, what did you guys do to my kid?
Like I said, it was like sugar and animals. It's the same. It works both ways. Okay, so back to this wolf thing. I'm a little confused. So
they bring the Ohio Canid... Ohio Canid Center, some sort of, they are a group and they kind of rescue wolves, I believe. They don't really seek out new wolves and breed them just for this purpose, but they kind of rescue them and turn them into docile animals that people can learn from. So they bring them to places like libraries to do an educational type thing and let people.
So are they on leashes or in cages, or how does that work?
They are.
Can you pet them?
They usually don't let people pet them.
Probably smart. They're wolves.
Yeah. So, but you do get very close to them and you can get your picture with them. The handler sits with them. And they're full-size wolves. I mean, they'll bring babies if they have them, but last time that they were there, they had an actual full-size wolf, which was really cool. And because they're really beautiful animals.
They are.
But yeah, it's just basically like a big dog that they brought in. But then they teach you like how, like the actual like biology of wolves, I guess, whatever that word would be. So you learn a little bit about the animals and that sort of thing. So. And we're doing it 3 and 5 because we've had them. I think this will be our 3rd time. The first time that we had them, we had way too many people because we can only logistically fit about 100 humans in our powder room.
Okay.
So, and that's shoulder to shoulder, which is way above fire code. But hopefully the
way
fire department doesn't listen to this today.
Is that it? Is that the wolf?
That is,
this is
not
from
at
their
our library.
Yeah, this is a different location, but this is from the organization's website.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is so cool.
Yeah, and they'll set up just like that. Like they have kids kind of sitting around and people behind them. They usually put like a masking tape barrier per se to tell the kids where they can't go past and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and like I say, it's educational.
I don't know that I've ever seen it like a wolf in like real life. Maybe I have, but that's pretty neat.
Yeah, you don't really see them. I guess that's their nature. They're not really.
They're not best if you don't see a wolf. Look how pretty, though. Oh my gosh. I know there's people that actually like have them as pets. I'm thinking that's probably not the smartest thing to do.
I've heard of people having them too, but
they're not dogs.
Yeah, I don't think it's I just think it probably always ends badly at some point.
Yeah, I would say you're right. So my gosh, that is literally a summer chock full of a lot of different things every single week.
Yep.
You have a kid program.
Yeah, and then we also have adult programs, which Ian reminded me of that we did not talk about on the radio. Usually
For shame.
At least twice a month there's an adult program. They are located on our website. They kind of vary. Typically it's Thursday evenings. We do a lot of craft programs and then also some sort of like an educational type program. The next one is painting and planting succulents. It's already booked up to apparently the 2 things that Jackson likes are murder mysteries. Well, let's say 3 things: murder mysteries, animals, including wolves, and succulents. So
no, I think the succulent thing is like, okay, number one, we're all stuck at home for 2 years during this pandemic that, no one had anything to do. And succulents just seem to be like therapeutic for people, I feel like. So, and they're great because they're harder to kill than other plants.
Yeah. I have always been, they are, but I've always been successful in killing them.
Yeah, me too.
I water them too much and my other plants not enough.
Yes, 100%.
So
Same.
Anyway, I might get a couple new victims at this event. Take home
you will die.
It's been a while since I've had one.
I think that should be the plot of your next murder mystery.
Who killed
Roger's house plants?
Succulent?
That would be kind of fun to write, actually.
Dude, if you don't find a murder mystery now where the character's named Succulent, it's going to be really sad.
Yeah, it'll probably show up on our Amazon.
I know. I was like, we need to pick a word of the day. So if you were listening to the radio earlier, they were talking about, so there was an employee from Amazon did he blow the whistle? Is that what he did? Is that what happened?
Somebody that was an engineer for Amazon claims that one of their computers became sentient.
Oh.
What's that?
Or maybe it was Google, not Amazon.
Google.
Google.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, it became self-aware.
No.
That's creepy.
They're gonna take over.
Yeah.
No, he's
a
loon.
Yeah. But I don't think it's
so like artificial intelligence stuff, like it's like getting smart.
Well, yeah, but not like artificial intelligence, like it's supposed to be. Like it actually became like
real.
Yeah, like it had feelings and stuff.
Like it thinks.
Unlike superheroes.
Yeah.
Unlike Spider-Man.
Unlike Spider-Man.
Who's apparently impervious to having nails driven into him.
It's true. That's from the old comics.
Hey, listen, poor little Deadpool got all kind of things cut off, and it just grows back. It's fine.
I feel like, yeah.
His little hand.
Deadpool may not be the most appropriate character for little kids, but
Probably
if he,
not.
But
Deadpool,
if he was
no.
real, like he would be great for visiting the library because the kids could just hit him and stuff, and it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Just
have
have a
any
DJ
long-term
dance party to blow off
effects.
steam. They
It
give
would
us
just
all this.
Cut off Deadpool's
yeah.
arm or something and watch it
Beat
grow
him
back.
with it, yeah.
No, I think so. The point was what they were talking about on the radio this morning was that like we were talking about, say we start talking about flying to Las Vegas or something, and the next thing you know, there's like ads on your computer
for cheap plane tickets.
for cheap
Flights
plane
for
tickets to
$49.
Vegas. And you're like, whoa. So we need to pick. So let's pick a random like word of the day, and like see if our stuff, and then we'll reconvene and see if our stuff starts talking about it.
I think it's succulents. I mean, I would Amazon. I would love to have some succulents. Succulents.
How about things to do with succulents?
Succulents and succulent accessories.
Yeah.
Succulents. How not to kill a succulent.
Yeah.
Don't
don't give
how
it to
much
Roger.
should you water a succulent?
Yeah, don't gift it to me. It'll be sure to be dead.
All right, so if we go home today and there's a bunch of succulent stuff up on our computer screen, I'm going to freak out.
Succulents.
Succulents.
They're always listening.
Succulents.
Big succulents.
Alexa.
Are you listening to me? Succulents.
Alexa, look up succulents.
That's cheating.
You just said everybody's crazy, by the way.
Hey Siri, what are succulents?
Is she going to tell you?
In botany, succulent plants, also known as succulents, are plants with parts that are thickened, fleshy, and engorged, usually to retain water in arid climates.
She said engorged. I feel like that
That's
on
a
a daily
great-
basis.
Yeah, that's a great description.
Jennifer, are you as part succulent?
Part succulent. No, that's just fat. It's different. Okay, so succulents it is. We'll see.
Well, we'll
to-
see at the end of the day how many targeted ads we have.
Yeah.
That's right. I just don't know. I wonder how many succulent things there are out there to advertise.
Probably lots.
You're
Probably
about
a lot.
to.
They
You're
are very
about to find
popular.
out.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
fixing
we'll
to find out
yeah.
as soon as we turn our computers on
Yep.
here in a little bit. So this is what I don't understand about that whole thing. I know you're not here to talk about this, but while you're here and we have time, how is it that you're talking about something and like your phone like hears it, right? Or your Alexa hears it or whatever. But then you go to turn your computer on and there's like an ad for it there. So how does how does it get from like that device to your computer? That's what I want to know.
You have shared accounts on both of them.
Yeah, you're just logged
Yeah,
into the
you're
same
logged into
the
the
same Amazon account, same
Oh.
Facebook account, whatever.
That makes sense. That's creepy deepy.
I guess the real question is how come when you ask Siri a question whenever you're busy, she doesn't understand you, but yet you talk about succulents just in passing to someone else.
Right? She knows everything you're saying.
They know everything about succulents.
Because you know why? She's a woman and she has selective
Well,
hearing.
that could be, yeah. That could be. You said it.
She's like, I'm just pretending I'm not listening to you right now. So I made the mistake of telling her one time, you know how you can say play something radio and she'll just like play music based on that. So I made the mistake of saying something. I finally had to unplug her to tell her to play Eagles radio because I was like, that sounds like a good station. She took off on this like 5-minute diatribe. I literally had to like unplug it to make it stop about the Eagles football team and like all how they were established and how they
Was she reading her kids like essay paper?
I don't know what she was doing. I was like, stop talking, and like unplug it. I'm like, I just wanted to listen to like Hotel California, man. So anyway, yeah, I don't know.
Mine's always like if I ask it to turn off the lights or something like that, it's always like, I can create a schedule that will automatically dim your lights. And I'm like, I don't want you to do that.
No.
Just turn the
I
lights
just
off
want you
now.
to
and
listen to what
shut
I'm
up.
saying. Exactly. Or I can set up an entire morning for you. Like all you have to do is say, "Start my morning," and
Yeah, just take.
I'm like,
30
I don't
minutes.
want you to
Yeah,
start
take
my
30
morning.
minutes right now and tell me everything you'd like for me to do instead of me just do simply what you just asked.
Exactly. Like I want my alarm to go off. I want to turn it off. I want to get up. That's all I want. I don't need you to start my morning for me. I got that. It's okay. I mean, when the world comes to the fact that some device has to start our morning for us, that's
Yeah.
real bad.
Yeah. A device other than coffee and caffeine.
Yeah. Now, if you wanted to say start my coffee pot, I would be okay with that. But that would have to. Then I would have to have remembered
You
to
have to
do
get
it
it ready
the night before.
That's why you need the Google machine with the
smart coffee pot.
that James is talking about that can do all that for you because it has fillings and all that stuff.
You can get
It knows exactly how
a
much
salt
creamer you
shaker like
like.
that.
And
Yeah.
so,
It's called smalt.
and
It's a electronic salt shaker. Plays
But
music
don't-
and everything.
and it gives you the precise amount of salt that you like.
It measures it. Yeah.
But what if you like
Okay,
different
that's-
amounts of
I'm
salt
not
on
joking.
different things? Like my green beans need more salt than my corn.
Well,
Yeah. How does it know, like, for each individual thing?
I do not own a smalt. I could not tell you.
Nor will I ever
Yeah.
own a small.
See how
It
much they are,
seems like
that's true.
the apex of devices that did not need to be connected to the internet. But
Probably so, because
It's a
that's what I
talking
find
piece.
the most annoying as a person who never wanted to have anything to do with technology, but has surrounded every career that I've ever done with technology. Is everything has to be connected to, like, I bought my mom a light for outside of the house that I hooked up, like an emergency light type
Yeah.
thing. Comes on when you walk by, whatever that's called. There's a
Motion-
word for that. Yeah, motion detecting.
Yeah.
It had to be connected to the Wi-Fi. Like, why? Like, it just needs to come on whenever you walk by.
Yeah. Like, I don't
So,
need
yeah,
it
like-
to be connected to.
Yeah, so anyway, yeah, that's the thing I find annoying is everything has to be connected to Wi-Fi and that sort of thing now.
It does. You're
And it's
exactly
probably
right.
just so they can listen to you to give you targeted ads for cheap Vegas
Exactly.
spots.
For succulents.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
succulents.
For succulents.
man, I don't know what kind of pot I need for a succulent. If only there was some way.
Yeah, but only there
To
was some
know.
way to
Yeah.
know.
What kind
that
of?
would-
Here's
Oh,
the
there's the-
smalt.
Oh my
It is
god!
Malt
the
shaker.
world's first interactive centerpiece. Track your salt intake, stream your favorite music, and set the dining ambiance with mood lighting. It's currently on Indiegogo and has raised $9,426 of its $25,000 goal.
Man.
It looks like it could also like just launch
Launch
out of
into
there, like,
space?
yeah, like in a space.
Did Elon
In case
Musk
an
make that?
astronaut- yeah, in case Elon Musk forgot his salt shaker, that just flies.
Can you imagine going to someone's
Orbits
house and they
around
got
the-
one of those things and you're like, can I have
Can
some
I have
salt?
some salt? I don't know how to work this thing.
Yeah.
but-
Surely, if you have one of those, you're purposely cooking everything without salt so that people ask for it. And then
Probably
you're like,
so.
oh, don't ask me. It's small.
Ask
It's like,
my
yeah,
small.
you go to someone's house and you can't figure out how to use their TV. Now the new
Yeah.
thing is, how do I use their salt
How
shaker?
do I use a salt shaker?
My whole thing is showers. If I ever go to someone else's house, I
Well,
don't
you're either
know
gonna
what it
be-
is. They always have some weird shower that I can't figure out how to work.
Well, you're either going to be really cold or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
burned alive because you're too proud
Like-
to ask.
So
No,
if you
and I
have
agree with that.
if you have a smalt shaker and your dinner guests want to use it, they will have to install the smalt app
Oh,
on their
gosh.
phone.
Shut up!
That's the other thing. Not only do I hate that everything has to have Wi-Fi, everything has to have an app.
Yeah, but you
Like I
can
have
also
4,000 apps on my phone because
I know. It's like page after page after
Yeah, like,
page of that.
but you can also sync it to your Alexa. So you can say, Alexa,
Alexa.
give me some salt.
Which is
You
Oh
need.
man.
Oh, that would be one shake, James, for your salt intake.
You sound like Hal from 2001 Space
I'm
Odyssey.
afraid I can't
That's
give you
what-
more
I
salt.
I'm
think
afraid
that-
I can't give you more salt, Hal. Or Dave. Dave.
you've already had your intake for today.
Oh man.
Cholesterol is too high, Dave.
Yeah, you have to show her your blood test results to make sure that you're okay. So what is the weirdest technological device you guys have? It's like a guilty pleasure, stupid thing that you have that you use.
Oh no. I'll have to think about this.
I don't know.
Like something that's just ridiculous.
Well, the smartwatches are pretty unnecessary.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
had a
kind of-
smartwatch, and then I
kind of a
kind of because of that whole
fun-
tracking thing,
Yeah.
I went back to my old-fashioned citizen watch
Yeah.
because of that reason, and my smartwatch is just lingering on the nightstand, and every morning it's like, "Put me on, Dave." But anyway,
Oh, I'll tell
So
you
that was
one.
probably was mine because
Yeah.
I bought it and now I don't even use it.
I'll tell you one I got for my mom for Christmas a couple years ago. It's a Bluetooth speaker that floats in the swimming pool.
Oh,
Shut
man.
up. Yeah, that's kind of because it has to float. It can't just
Right.
sit beside the
Yeah,
swimming
you
No,
can't
pool.
sit
it has to
beside
be
the
right
swimming
there.
pool. It
It has
has
to
to
float.
be in the water. Yeah.
That way you can listen to a kid's essay on the Eagles.
That way you
When
can
That's
listen to
right.
Hotel
ask
California.
Alexa to give you some more salt while you're in the
Yeah,
pool.
or have some
so
yeah,
that
the-
you
It has
can
some
emulate
salt.
that
salty
beach
enough.
saltwater experience.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. No, the watch, I know a lot of people use like all of the functions of the watch, but I got mine just because like when I was, which I'm not worrying about anymore, but running around like the restaurant and stuff, I was missing because I didn't want to keep my phone with me all the time. And people would send me messages about
Mhm.
something that was happening that day or whatever. And that way I was able to like keep track of that. So that's basically, I just use it
Yeah,
for
I
like
liked it
messages.
for the steps and like the heart rate and that sort of thing, which was why I bought it. But then I got lazy and didn't care anymore.
Yeah,
so
well,
that's-
it's
but
just
I
like-
guess I would probably put it back on if I went to work out or something. But
Yeah. Oh. I have we have a smart lock on our office so that if anybody needs to come in, you just hit a button and it unlocks the door. That's kind of cool. And it works off Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. So that's fun.
yeah.
And then it tells me who has entered and like who's exited and all that because they all have their own code.
Hmm.
So that's kind of creepy deepy.
Sense of conspiracy.
Yeah. So I know if you're there.
It's like a
Yeah.
Big Brother type thing.
Yeah. I know if you've opened my door.
Yeah.
I don't know. Weird technology?
I can't really think of one. I don't know.
He has a
I've-
3D printer
Yeah, I got a 3D printer. That's
that he
probably
prints
the,
out trinkets at home.
yeah. It's an expensive knick-knack maker.
Uh-huh.
I recently joined the 21st century and got a television that can connect to the internet, and
Ooh.
it's pretty scary sitting in front of something I know is watching me. I remember the first time I
True that.
ever used an Xbox One. And it was at my friend's house, and we were sitting on the couch, and he turns on his Xbox One, which was brand new at the time, and it pulled up on the television a screen of us sitting on the couch with boxes over our faces, and mine was like red, and it said I don't know who this is, and his was like white and was like, I recognize you as the owner of this, but who is this person sitting next to you? And I was like, what is this?
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was really creepy, and that was like several years ago now, and I still think about that sometimes. That was terrifying.
Now it doesn't even ask you because it just knows.
It's like, oh, don't worry, I'll get on Facebook. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just assuming, but come on, it's gotta have some sort of database it pulls that from now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So like, have you guys been on a cruise lately?
Hmm.
So this is a new thing, so like it used to be that there's always a photographer like walking around taking just annoyingly a lot of pictures and you're just like, "Ugh." And they would always ask you like your room number so that you could identify whatever.
Purchase them.
So if you go, I know the last one I was on, it was like when you're consenting to, if we sink or whatever, you won't sue us. It's like you consent to facial recognition.
Oh man.
And this is creepy. So you don't even, like if they take your picture somewhere on the ship, anywhere you are with whomever, so when you go, you just go to this like device at the photo thing and say who you are. And it pulls up every picture that they've taken that has your face in it.
Oh man.
You don't say a room number. You don't say anything. And I'm like, that's a little creepy.
Yeah.
It is because all like Ian's saying, all that is stored somewhere, some database. So then
Correct.
that means the Department of Homeland Security knows that you're on a cruise, even though you used a fake passport.
Right. I know.
You
I use
try
my
so
alter
hard.
ego.
Yeah.
That's why we
So-
try wearing masks everywhere. Again.
Yeah, so, but now
Different
It's a
ones.
new reason.
Different ones.
But that was
Eye mask.
probably
Decorative.
that was
masks.
part of the conspiracy with the mandates, though, was that you would wear a mask enough where they could get a nice database of you in different masks, so they still recognize your face. I can go on all day about conspiracies, but that's a different show.
We'll
only
do a
we only have
different
8
show.
minutes left here.
Every service job is the receptacle for
Of
conspiracy theories
conspiracies,
that you
flat
didn't care
earthers,
about.
yeah, things that you get cornered and told about, and you're like,
Oh, we got one more library thing, Roger.
oh yeah,
Before
why are we
forget,
here?
What? Wait, what were we talking
now
about?
that we're talking
Where do
about,
we work?
we have a reading passport that is for children and adults that you can
We
pick
do.
up at
Oh.
the library.
Cool.
And it's this little booklet, and it's got like a tic-tac-toe thing, and each time you get 3 books at the library, you get a little stamp in each one of those. So if you come and get 3 books 9 times across the summer, you can turn that little booklet in for a drawing of a Kindle Fire for adults, and then a Kindle Fire Kids version for kids.
Yep.
And then there's
Wow.
also like smaller prizes that you get just for
you'll
filling
instantly
it out.
get a prize for handing it in, and then entered into the drawing for it.
Is it a mask?
For a kid? Yeah, it's all of our
Is
leftover
it a smalt?
masks that we have, and
We're trying to
gloves
get
and
rid of it.
sanitizer. Yeah, that's next
Smalts
time we'll
for
do a
everyone.
small shaker. If that gets totally funded, yeah, we'll get one of those next time. But it's Flag Day, and Courtney told me to study Flag Day trivia.
So-
You've not asked one Flag Day question yet.
Listen, I was going to get to Flag Day if we had time, which I think that we probably should bail ourselves out with Flag Day stuff because, and then I meant to look up like all the history of Flag Day and I didn't. So Roger came prepared.
I know a little bit about
Ian.
Flag Day. He told me to look up Flag Day.
Yeah, we studied.
Ian,
this shit.
tell us
We are
about-
smart
Tell
librarians.
us today. No, really seriously, today is Flag Day. So that's great.
I believe now this is all based off of a 5-minute Google search I did yesterday, so don't quote me on any of this. It's probably not true, but Flag Day is in remembrance of the Second Continental Congress adopting the American flag designed by Francis Hopkinson.
There's some debate because everybody learns Betsy Ross.
Well,
Yes.
But there's some debate if she actually designed it.
She did not
Or just
design it.
sewed
She
it.
sewed it.
She sewed,
Uh,
made
She
it.
made.
I'm almost positive I got that guy's name wrong. He was a part. He signed the Declaration of Independence. You can find him on there. But he designed it. Betsy Ross also did nautical flags too. Fun fact: Ohio's flag is basically a nautical flag because it's not square. But yeah, this guy designed this, and I think also he helped design the seal of the United States.
Oh,
I don't even know what that looks like really, but I mean,
cool.
it's probably
But
got
that
an
was-
eagle on it. Maybe.
And that was June 14th, 1777.
Yeah, it was like a year or so after the
The Declaration of
Declaration was
Independence.
signed. Something like that.
But Flag Day itself wasn't proposed until 1916.
I've got this up, so I'm checking you guys, and so
Yeah, check
far
their
you're nailing it.
1916,
Really? Yeah,
but
so
it
far
wasn't
they're pretty
adopted
much
by
nailing
Congress
it.
until 1949 as an official holiday.
Yeah,
On
I think
Look at them
June
go.
14th, 1949 to
proposed
be
by
exact.
Woodrow Wilson, I
Yeah.
think. Also, June 14th is the anniversary of the adoption of the United States military, the Army, which
Oh.
was not the same year, as far as I know, as the flag, but it also happened on June 14th. So
Okay,
Oh,
so
wow.
what state is the only state to observe Flag Day as a state holiday?
Oh man, we know this. This was on the thing that
Virginia?
no, it's not
Pennsylvania.
Virginia.
Yeah,
I've
Pennsylvania.
had it.
All
It had to be
right.
one of
Yeah.
the original 13, I think.
All right, the American flag has changed 27 times.
Mhm.
The final star for Hawaii was added in what year?
1959.
60.
That was a 60. Oh, because it came a state in 59, now, I believe, right? So
Yep.
they added the star in 60, probably.
So evidently, I was seeing this morning that in Washington D.C. they have a flag that has 51 stars on it because they think that
They
they
think
should
they
be.
should be, but also doesn't like Puerto Rico have that same claim and think they should be the 51st state? Or we
I
think
mean, it
they should, they
doesn't-
don't.
Well, see, I get all kind of confused about that because there's like all these U.S. islands and stuff. So it's like, why are they not included in that?
There's like parameters, right? To become a state, you need like certain population and so on. But I always thought that DC was not a state as like the point, because if you put our capital in any particular state, they would feel like they were more important than others because
right.
they had the capital. So we just decided to make it a territory
Right.
or a district rather.
Yeah.
So if we made them their own state, they'd think that, I don't know.
I don't think there's any population goal to have to reach. I think it's
probably
just
more
Congress
just-
just has to approve it.
Mm.
And I think
The
it's a
state
political
itself
thing
probably has
because of
to
the political
propose
leanings
and-
of
I mean,
the
California
populations of
wants
these
to become its
places.
own country, so
They would have like the.
That's what
Okay.
your beer label said.
Yeah.
it is. I wish we had that. We could show it. That's fun. You'll just have to wait and see. It
You'll
will be
just have to wait
canned
and see.
later on this week.
It's a good plug.
Yeah. Cali Calling. Basically, the label is, it's really funny. I showed it to James. This artist did it in Columbus. And the label is California has broken off. And there's all these, it's all these punk rock like creatures. And they're trying to like pull themselves back to the United States.
Hmm.
Yeah. So there's a lot.
I
There's a
do
lot
have
Ness
it here.
Monster.
I can bring it up if you give me a second.
Do you?
Unless you don't want to show it.
I don't care. I think
Okay.
it's really cool. I mean,
Yeah,
the guys
give me
drew
a
this whole
second.
thing out.
Give me a second. I'll show it.
Okay. There is an armadillo playing the drums. There is a Loch Ness monster. There's, I don't know,
California's known for them.
do we have a
Oh,
big?
yeah, California's known for Loch Ness monsters. I thought they were more known for Bigfoots.
More Sasquatches. I don't know if there's a Bigfoot on there or not, James. I should have specifically said that.
Always comes back to Bigfoot with you.
It does.
I needed to make sure we had that. full
We had to
circle.
go full circle, didn't we?
Yes.
You know, it's just a thing.
I heard about an octopus in Oklahoma once. I always thought that was kind of creepy. It was like
Where would an octopus be in Oklahoma?
in some lake, I guess.
Oh.
I watched a video on it a long
Was it
time
like
ago.
as a cryptid type octopus or just like?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah,
See, I think I'd be more scared of that than I would be like Bigfoot because Bigfoot just kind of waves.
It just
goes
kind of
about his
lumber.
business.
Yeah, he just kind of
Loch Ness
lumbers and
monster, you kind of have
stinks.
that same thought, but like it seems like an octopus would just like pull you under.
Well, that's the thing.
how
I
do you
think an
find them?
octopus has all of those different arms that could grab you, and that's creepy
I
and
bet
weird.
they're really strong too.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They don't skip. Oh, never mind.
They're
They
creepy.
do skip leg day though, right?
Oh, well, I
They
don't know.
only
It's like
have
their whole
arms.
body.
They can run. Did you know that?
Yeah.
On land? I mean, I guess they're touching on land.
Well, they can get on land, but they run on the bottom of the ocean.
Oh.
Yeah.
I because James started running his mouth about this documentary on Netflix
Oh no.
that was called My Octopus Teacher, right?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I've
I think
seen
it was
that.
my octopus friend.
His teacher.
No, it's
Is it
teacher.
teacher?
I kept calling it friend and it was teacher. And it was, I got to watching it and then I got sucked into it literally. And then it's like the most emotional. Oh yeah, there is the Cali Calling
Oh, that's really cool.
label. So that's California broken off. There's like punk rock band and you can see like the strings are trying to pull
Yeah.
themselves back. And yeah, it's kind of cool. And there's a Loch Ness monster on the side, on the left. And the drum playing armadillo is on the right, down kind of toward the bottom. So yeah, there you go. Thanks, James. That's fun. See, there's a horse. There's all kind of crazy
There's a-
stuff on there.
There's a Bigfoot-esque guy.
Yeah, there
right
is.
here
There
in
is,
California,
yeah.
kind of in the middle.
Yeah, I
It's
see
like a
him.
hunchback Bigfoot.
There's a
Yeah.
mermaid
It's
up at the
older.
very
Yeah,
top. There's a mermaid.
Yeah, the punk rock Little Mermaid's one of my
Yeah,
my
she's
favorite
cute.
bits.
So yeah. So that's a beer we did with as a collaboration with Derive Brewing up in Columbus. So that'll be it's gonna be really good, by the way. Just to let y'all know, and we will have it in the tap room soon. Free plug.
Free beer.
No free plug.
Oh, okay, darn.
For you to come buy the beer. Hey, another free plug. We actually, starting today, have a very, 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 very limited edition Pride T-shirts that will be in the tap room today. So they're really cool, and they were designed by our good friend Brittany Potter and printed here at Zip.
It's really cool.
Yep, they did a really good job with them, and they're really, really awesome. So if you're interested in that, get in and get them because there's literally 28 total shirts. So you need to come get them soon. All right. All right. Let's go one more time. I know it's like now we've been blabbing this past time, but kind of like do the recap of all the things going on at the library for the kids' summer programs.
We've got dogs tomorrow. National Humane Educational Society, 2 p.m. Petting Zoo next week on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Everyone's super excited about that. You know,
Yes.
Daniel's going to be there. The week after that, June 29th at 2 p.m., First Responders at the Library. July 6th, 2 p.m., 4-H with Aaron Daly. July 13th, 2 p.m., Mark Wood. I hear it's going to be a fun show.
Yes.
July 20th
Literally.
at 2 p.m., Movie Day at Tri-City with a yet-to-be-announced character. Whoever wins our Battle Royale will be there. July 27th, 2 p.m., the DJ Dance Party. So Roger wants you to not come into the library at that time if you're trying to read a
If you're not
book.
there to dance,
If you
if
want
you're not there
quiet
to
time.
dance, don't come in.
August 3rd, 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. We're gonna have wolves here, so that'll be exciting. And
That is cool.
all summer we have those reading passports, so you need to read a whole bunch of books.
Yep. Read books, win prizes.
It's like 27 books total.
Yep.
Love that. And listen, with the weather as hot as it's going to be in the next few days, it'd be a good time to sit inside and read.
Exactly. Yep.
And the library has air, so you can go in
Yeah.
and
Yeah, free. Yeah, everything at the
free
library
air.
is free, including our air conditioning.
So, all right, cool. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in today. It's always a lot of fun when you all stop by, even though we make you talk about rando stuff. But special announcement: our good friend Jackson County Sheriff Ted Frazier will be in the house tomorrow, and we're going to talk about this new concealed carry stuff that's going on. And if you don't know about it, you're fixing to know about it tomorrow, because we're going to ask him all about it and other things that the sheriff's office has going on. So we want to thank the sheriff for taking time out of his day to come see us, as well as you guys, because y'all are busy. So thank you.
Yep. Thanks for having us.
All right, let's get out of here for the day. We appreciate you tuning in, and we'll be right back here tomorrow with Sheriff Ted Frazier. So we'll see you then.